Okay, this is a video demonstration for anybody interested in isolating the line art in a studio-based image that they've created so that they can take it into Photoshop and add a variety of backgrounds to it. This is a really useful tool for anybody that wants to develop their artwork into a graphic novel format, for example, or just to have a nice digital image of it. So the first thing that I do is I take the image to Adobe Illustrator and I go to Image Trace. Make sure that you select the image, click on the preset, and go to black and white logo. This will provide a really high contrast image for you of just black and white. Now I want the blacks a little bit richer, so I'll go ahead and increase the threshold to about 183. Okay. And you can also work with some of the advanced options if you want to denoise some of the sketch work, make it look a little less sketchy. And you can also reduce some of the corners, just so it's not so rounded out, so it looks like it's done with ink or with pencil. And then you have this image, it's pretty much ready to go, and take it into Photoshop. Now that you're in Photoshop, this is where you need to separate the line art from the background to create a transparent background that you can work with. First thing that you'll do is go ahead and go to Image and Mode and Grayscale. Then click on Channels on the right. You'll see the gray channel has been created. Now you want to create a new channel. This will be Alpha 1. Click back on the gray channel. Go to Select All. Go to Copy. Select the Alpha 1 channel and go to Paste. And of course you can use the keyboard shortcuts for this. Alright, now go ahead and deselect, and let's click on the Layers tab. At the top, go to Select and go to Load Selection. And make sure that when this box pops up that you go ahead and click on Invert. That way it selects the line art. Click on OK, and you should see the marching ants just around the areas that are black. Now go ahead and create a new layer in your Layers panel. And what you want to do, when you have a new layer, you see that it's transparent compared to this background. So now you need to go into your paint bucket and you're going to fill in all the areas of black so that it shows up on this transparent background. So make sure that you use the dropper to use the same black shade of black that you worked on originally. It shows up right here. Let's go ahead and bring it to the foreground. Click on that paint bucket tool, and any of the areas that are black in your design, fill those in. You can see that it shows up right there. So now we want to go ahead and deselect. Click on our original layer and delete it. Okay, so now we have a nice isolated image where the line art has been isolated, but now we can manipulate the background any way that you want. Also notice that for the paint bucket, the tolerance is set pretty high. You want a relatively high tolerance, otherwise not all of the areas are going to get filled in with black. So now that we have this, if you want to fill in a background with color, for example, you're going to want to go ahead and go back to Image, and you want to change this back to Color. So go back to Image, Mode, Color. Okay. So let's go ahead and create a new layer, and let's drag it beneath this one to make sure that it's behind our line art. And you can use pretty much any color that you'd like. If you'd like to choose a gradient, you can choose one of the presets, which are not always the best ones to choose. Let me go ahead and create my own. Okay. Start here, drag it out. All right. So now you can work with this image. You can add any colors you want. You can use the paintbrush to be able to create this whole new digital image. It's a really useful tool. I hope you guys were able to get something out of this. It's something that I've been using extensively. If you have any questions, please let me know, and have a good one.